Well, isn't this a fine mess I've got myself into? Would you believe I sat down here for the first time in forever to record this, right? This was supposed to be a happy time, and then I move my controller, I press the button on the controller to move, to check is the controller working, and this doofus calls me. Like, how typical, right? Anyway, apparently he has something here for us and he needs us to swing by his laboratory. Oh my god. Anyway, hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Pokemon Crystal Legacy. And Crystal Legacy, we're doing a piece for camera. Let's see what this guy has to say. And then I can start talking, you know, because I have so much stuff to talk about. I called because I have something for you. See, it's an SS ticket. Now you can catch Pokemon in Kanto. Hurrah, huzzah, Kalu Kalay. Into the key pocket to ship the parts from Olivine City, but you knew that already, didn't you? You think of everything, don't you? Travel all over the world. Feel free to challenge the gym leaders of Johto again. Oh yeah. And Polo mentioned that there's rematches, I think, at one point. Give my regards to Professor Oak in Kanto. Okay, so not only do we have all of the Johto gym leaders, we also have the Kanto gym... Or no, not only do we have all of the Kanto gym leaders, we also have the Johto gym leaders round 2, right? I don't have any motherfucker that can fly. I guess we're roughing it. Well, it gives me more time to start talking, you know? I need to turn this down. So, it has been a long time. A very long time. Since I have sat down to record anything, right? And I actually was thinking about it because, like, this is also going to be the video where I really make a concerted effort to keep a train of thought going, right? Because I don't want to get to the end of this video and be like, oh, there's this stuff I wanted to talk about, but I just started rambling for however long. So, I was actually asking myself, I was like, do I even want to do this? If I haven't been doing it regularly, is this the kind of thing that I even want to be doing anymore? Because if it was something you wanted to do, wouldn't you do it, right? It stands to reason. Okay, wait a second. We're going to go for a whole new party here. It's a hard hat summer. It stands to reason, right? If it was something you wanted to do and you got joy from, you would do it, right? That's some sort of legitimate correlation that you're proposing here. There was another word I was trying to think of. I don't have like 12 Pokemon that I use. I feel like girl talk. I don't know about girl talk. I don't know about girl talk. Do you know what? The dream, you get to be cycled back in, and Fabmula as well, I guess, or Krang. Or Fabmula. There we go, Fabmula. Sterling? What about Sterling? Who knows, right? No, do you know what? I'm the Pokemon trainer that has just like loads of water and rock Pokemon. That's all I do. And then I was thinking about it and I was like, do you know what? Actually, I do want to do this. It's not that I don't enjoy doing this, because then where are all my things? Where are all my things? Do I not have things? I honestly, I feel like the person who played this was someone different. I feel like I'm playing on someone else's save file. Do I have anything useful here? I have a sharp beak. I could withdraw that. I have a silver powder. I could withdraw that. Oh, do you know what? It's the freaking SS Aqua. Are we really going to be in that much trouble? So, but then I was like, do you know what, every time, I've had that thought before, like, oh, I don't really want to do this, and then every time I actually do sit down to record, I end up enjoying myself a lot, and I'm like, why did I not do this if I enjoy it so much? And I think what it is, actually, more than not enjoying this, I think it's just that the enjoyment of it, or like the thought of doing, the thought of Let's Playing, the enjoyment of it gets taken away by how non-conducive my schedule is to doing it. And like, I think you've heard me talk about this before, right? But I think you've heard me talk about this before, because I end up so much, like, as of late. So again, it must have been on my mind a lot. So much as of late I've been talking about Let's Playing and talking about the act of Let's Playing. Who's this jackass? My granddaughter is missing. She's just a wee girl. If you see her, please let me know. Whatever. Maybe you should just take better care of your children, you know. Who do I look like? Super Nanny? Or take a nap in the bed. That will heal them. That'll heal them right up. This is quite like peppy music. It's getting me pepped up, you know. So it must have been on my mind for me to be talking about it so much, because I feel like a lot of the time in my more recent videos, if you look at like Yoshi's Woolly World or any of this stuff, right, all I was talking about was how I was Let's Playing and like struggling to find time and the reasons why I couldn't Let's Play. Like when I think back, like how freaking boring is that, by the way? Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Well, he's going to use some ground attack, surely. I should have gone ahead and... Well, maybe I'll have to go ahead and... level up my Pokemon, right? Flamethrower... When I think kind of like how boring must that have been, just listening to this guy meta talk about Let's Playing instead of like stuff that you might actually be interested in hearing about, you know? Hey Mango. Mango, also, you might not know about Mango. But, like, that's another aspect to this conversation. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about time and how I structure time and how I plan things, and I realize I'm actually not that good at this, right? I never mentioned this, probably because I didn't record very much, right? But in, like, the start of this year, well, actually, late last year, and like autumn of last year, I started, like, daily journaling, like, just at the end of the day, sitting down and writing, which I've really enjoyed because I just love writing in general, right? Yeah, do you know what? It's a hard hat summer, y'all. I've started, like, journaling daily, and then in the beginning of this year, so January this year, I started not only did I start, like, daily, like, keep that up, right? But I actually started habit tracking and mood tracking, and lots of, like, stuff like that, right? Like, nothing too crazy. Like, I think the key to doing this effectively is to make it simple so that you're able to keep it up, right? But what I did was, like, in my diary, what I started doing was on, like, the one of the calendar pages, I started filling in a color for habits that I wanted to develop. So, for example, if I read a book that day, then I would, like, color in a square blue, and if I took a walk that day, I'd color in the square yellow, and if I worked on my French that day, then I'd color in a square blue. You get the idea, right? Well, I also had, like, Let's Play. If I did Let's Play that day, then I would color it in kind of a purpley color, right? And then, when I was looking back, he still can't find... Well, you're not going to find her in here. How worried you are. Like, you're just sitting and you're having a bubble bath or something. You could be out there looking for her. So, one of them was... Let's Play was one of the... I should give the Girl Talk leftovers, right? Would make sense. Oh, this is actually a good matchup. Nice one, Delhi Bird. So, and one of the things that I noticed was that, like, Let's Play was something where I had no kind of rhythm with it. Like with reading, like even if I hadn't read that day, when I sat down to journal and I was filling in the colors for the things for the habits that I was tracking, I would fill in the reading one anyway. Holy crap, Girl Talk. How is Girl Talk so powerful? Well, actually, it's a freaking Delhi Bird. Should I be that, like, impressed? So I would still fill in the color for reading, and then that would, like, signify to me that, like, okay, well, I have to read now before bed, or else it's a lie. You know, it was like this very strange, like, psychological coercion or something like that. So that was that, right? And, oh, I thought this was going to be a double battle. I don't even know how Pokemon Crystal works anymore. These two girls, right, they look like the bad guy in the Lorax. Like, do you know the bad guy in the Lorax that says, like, I say let it die? Like, that guy. Oh, what's his name? Aloysius O'Hare. Look, it's Aloysius O'Hare. It's the guy who found a way to sell air and became a billionaire. Okay, I'm not starting on my Lorax bullshit again. You've had enough of that. Yeah, so for example, I would still fill it in and then I'd be able to do it. Well, Let's Play isn't like that, right? Let's Play is the kind of thing where if I haven't done it already by that time that day, I'm not going to be able to do it. You know, it's a lost cause. Even if I really wanted to, I wouldn't be able to. The only time I can record these days is either if I have either if I do it in the morning before work, or if I do it in the morning before work, or if I do it on a day off, if I have like a day off from work during the week or something like that. That's the only time I can record. And like what I noticed was that, like, a lot of the time, like I think in March I didn't record April I didn't record once, right? So it's the 1st of May now, so I'll be like reviewing my shit later, and looking back over the month. But like in April, I'm pretty sure I didn't record once. In March, I think I recorded twice. And it was like very scatty, I think 3 times in February or something like that as well. It just wasn't great. So, like, what I realized was that whereas like some of these habits and hobbies that I want to keep up and things like that, I'm in a position to be able to very easily, at any point in the day, I can decide to work on it, because, like, if I haven't, let's say, listened to my French podcast that day, or if I haven't practiced my French that day already, when I'm sitting down to journal and I'm filling in the colours and recognizing, oh, I didn't actually do that, do you know what, I can always decide to read part of my Kirby manga that I have in French before bed if I want to, and then that like, keeps me up with like the habit that I want to develop, right? But Let's Play isn't like that. And I find that that's something that is actually making it a challenge to keep this up compared to all the other things, with all the other conflicts that I have, right? So I'm in this kind of like strange position at the moment, because it is something I would like to continue doing, but it's something where the way that my life is, it's like a very challenging thing to keep going. So like, but the one thing I know, and the one thing I've learned, and I'm just drinking some water, don't worry. It's another one of these fucking fuddruckers, more like fat fuckers. Like, if there's one thing I've learned now from the habit tracking, is that even if it's a habit that I want to invest in, there are some habits that you're able to be more spontaneous with them, and there are others where that isn't so easy, right? There are others where it's not enough to kind of track them. You also have to... Why did I use acid on this thing? What the hell am I thinking? The, maybe I can at least lower his defense or something stupid like that. No, maybe not, right? The, I'm gonna end up getting poisoned by this thing and stuck doing rollout, and then I'm gonna fucking eat shit and die. That's what's gonna happen. The, because this is also going to take 5,000 years. So I think that's what I've learned, that it's not enough to just kind of want to do it. I also have to, like, plan to do it, to make time for it, or else it's not going to happen, right? And I think I have to start, like, if I really do, facing into May, want to really make a... Well, do you know what? I'm kind of... I hate to say it, girl talk, but I'm kind of glad he freaking killed you, because, like, that we were going nowhere fast with this. I think I'll have to take a different approach, because the way things are just isn't working. It's like, with Crystal Legacy, it was kind of okay to not be doing it, because I had left it at this point where... Like, I was after finishing the main game, so it wasn't really a big deal that it wasn't really a big deal that I had, like, kind of taken a break from it. But with Yoshi's Woolly World, it was kind of getting me down, because I was like, I really do like that game. I was enjoying playing it a lot. I was enjoying recording it. It was a kind of a nice game that you could just turn on. It was perfect for actually recording in the morning time, because you could just turn on, and if you wanted to record one level or two, you were able to do it, right? And it was just kind of bothering me that then I wasn't able to keep it up. You know, that was really bothering me. And it felt like I wasn't able to pick up momentum with it, which is something that I don't enjoy. I like to kind of do things right, you know. So yeah, I think, like, I guess what I want to get across here, and I didn't pay any attention to how much time I've been recording for, so I might, like, finish the video after this, if I go and heal and stuff like that. I guess what I'm trying to get across here is that Let's Playing is something that I do really want to do. After thinking about it, I would be lying if I said I didn't consider, is this something I just want to give up? Like, I had almost made that decision. I had made that decision that, you know what, I'm just going to stop doing this, because I'm just not able to keep up with it. And I have done that before. Like, I remember there was that time when I was in Germany where I decided, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I was going through a lot in my life that time. That was, like, the time of my life where I was coming to terms with my sexuality and things like that, and where I was kind of growing up. I think I was growing up at that time, and I was like, you know what, instead of, like, being that person who stays in their room for hours recording Let's Play, maybe I want to be the person who kind of gets out and stuff like that. Oh, I can't move items on the computer. Well, do you know what, no leftovers for you, girl talk, sorry. So not only is your buddy goofing off, but the guy's granddaughter is missing. What? So I can't go through here until I find your slacker friend or whatever? Where do I find this guy? Oh, there's like another... Is it you? Are you the slacker? Are you the slacker? You weren't in here a second ago. You were goofing off. Taking a nap in the passengers' cabins. You were going to get your ass so fired. If I were undercover boss, I'd be throwing you overboard. You'd be keelhauled. But yeah, so I think I stopped at that time, like in the middle of To the Moon. Yeah, it was in the middle of To the Moon and Final Fantasy VI Advance, and I kind of just... And I had like been recording Plants vs. Zombies, and I just kind of deleted those videos and stopped. That was another thing that I did. What the hell? Okay, well this is it. This is how it starts, right? So that was that time. And then, like, when I came back from Germany, and I started Let's Playing again. This is just going to go nowhere fast, so let's just, why even fool ourselves? Girl Talk can't, like, a lot of my other Pokemon are able to kind of, like, punch above their weight and fight things that are, like, 10 levels higher than them. Girl Talk is not one of them. I'm very sorry. Just like freaking Nemo was not one of them either. I'm very sorry. I would love to say otherwise, but no. So yeah, I came back to Ireland, and then I was actually finding it challenging to record that time because I had a proper job for the first time as well, and but it was still doable. I kind of recorded a lot. Like, that was almost kind of like another time where I was able to record quite a lot, quite easily. And then I think after Wind Waker HD, the 3-heart run, and Final Fantasy X, I can't remember why I didn't play anything after that until, like, was it like during COVID? Like, I think, like, something like that, right? I actually can't remember what the cause of that was. I think it was probably just... Well, I think actually what it was again, that coincided with, like, a time in my life where... that kind of coincided with a time in my life where there was a lot that that was dividing my time, right? So that was the time where I was kind of in a serious relationship for the first time, and where, like, I wanted to kind of invest my time in that, and so I was also kind of, like, really getting ready for, like, the house purchasing process and all of this kind of stuff. Like, there was a lot there, and I think just Let's Playing was one thing too many that I wasn't able to keep going. And it's funny because I think this is a similar time now, right? Not only am I, you know, working a full-time job, but I'm also, like, not only am I working a full-time job, but I'm also, as part of my current job, which I think I mentioned before, I'm doing a diploma in coaching. Right, so I've already done a certificate in counselling and psychotherapy, but now I'm actually doing a diploma in professional coaching, and trying to achieve accreditation or certification for that, right? Which is a lot, and I'm also kind of like, I have set myself the goal of really wanting to get this house renovated the way I've wanted to for about 5 years. As well as, I don't care, do you know what, like, don't come to me with your issues, you know, like, don't come to me with your issues, just, if you don't like this job, then do something else. So, like, there's a lot that, and as well, I have other hobbies that I want to invest in. I'm part of, like, a good community with film photography now, where that takes some of my time. And go by. Yeah, isn't she, like, playing with the captain's quarters or something like that? Like, something like that, something mysterious like that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so there's, like, other hobbies that I want to invest my time in as well. Like, photography takes up a lot of my time between shooting, developing, stuff like that, going to meetups and things. Like, it does actually just take up a lot of my time, and, like, why do I do this to myself? It does take up quite a bit of my time, and I want to be able to make that work, right? And I want to be able to invest the time in it, as well as, like, the other stuff that I'm focusing on in my life. So I think what I've noticed is that when my life kind of hits this critical mass of all of these things trying to vie for my attention, Let's Play is the thing that takes the hit, right? Let's Play is the thing that falls off the table, and the reason for that is, holy shit, it's Magmar! Magmar, the scariest Pokemon. He's so scary. It's like, People cower at the mention of Magmar's name, you know, it's my ass. And then I remember when my cousin and I found out that his name in Japanese was Boober. Or like, what the hell? We've been so scared of this thing all the time, and his name's Boober. So what, in like the original Japanese dub, or the original Japanese like version of that Pokemon thing, this guy's gonna kick my ass, this freaking Magmar. Maybe I should have been scared of him the whole time. In the original episode, was Blaine just saying like, Booba, like that. Like, you're supposed to be so scared of something called Booba. Booba. Do you know what? I have like 11 full restores for a reason, jackass. How'd you like me now? But yeah, it seems like what I've noticed from this, right, both from like that life experience as well as like some of the practices that I've been engaging in now to try and be a better person, right, and be more in control of my life, is that like when the like Let's Play is the thing that falls off the table, when my life gets to this kind of critical point, right, where there's lots of stuff vying for my attention and pulling me in different directions, I guess. Machoke, well, we know how to deal with Machoke. So yeah, that's been my experience, and I think like what I've noticed doesn't work is just trying to do it, right? I think that's what I've noticed doesn't work. So I think what I need to do is, if I want to maintain this hobby, and maintain it properly as well, not like recording hit or miss here and there, right? If I want to like really maintain it properly, I need to like start looking at it a different way. I need to like start looking at it from the perspective of, okay, how do I plan my Let's Play time into my schedule, right? Rather than, because what will happen otherwise is, like, if I know that I have to, I have to record in the morning, that's my time for being able to invest in this hobby. Well, do you know what? If I don't actually like plan it, it's not going to happen, right? If I don't actually plan it into the schedule, it's not going to happen, because I'll get up in the morning, I'll start like dicking around for 2 hours, having a coffee, and, you know, watching a video, and doing a Sudoku and stuff like that. Like, that's what's going to happen realistically, you know? So I think I have to like start looking at this a different way. So that's going to be my plan. Well, what matters is our plan. What matters is our plan. Because when I think about actually how much fun I'm having now, like, and this happens all the time when I come back to Let's Playing to record something, every time I'm kind of after skipping a few weeks of it, right? I always have this feeling like, I'm having so much fun. Like, if I'm having so much fun, then why can't I keep up with this, right? Usually things that are really enjoyable, you actually do keep up with them. And it's because I'm just not planning to do it effectively, you know? It's not enough, like, as I say, it's not like the reading, where if I didn't do it during the day, I can read before bed, you know, or something like that. That's not really an option for Let's Play. Poor Girl Talk just is going nowhere fast. Like, I honestly, like, I'm gonna stop doing this to myself with Girl Talk, because it's just not working. Do you know what? It can be a long fucking video. I'm doing the whole SS Aqua in one go. And I think, like, as well, what, I was thinking today, I was like, you know what, I'd like to record. It's a nice day, I have the day off of work and stuff like that, right? I haven't even talked, there's so much stuff I haven't talked about, but, there's so much stuff I haven't talked about, but I was like, oh, and I can talk about this, and I can talk about that, and when I started thinking about all the things that have happened between now and and when I was recording last, there's so much stuff. Like, there's Switch 2s, and there's my whole story about pre-ordering the Switch 2. Is this actually a Pokemon that... No, it's gonna know Surf. I was gonna say, is this actually a Pokemon that I can fight with Girl Talk? And then I was like, no, I'd better not. It's gonna know Surf or some crap. because it's a sailor's ferret, you know. The, so there's so much stuff, and there's also like that Hedonia is streaming again, right? So Hedonia is back, bitches, and is a, oh my god, what the hell? I forgot about Fabmula's defense. That's a shame. Well, maybe Girl Talk can take out this ferret now, even though it's freaking stronger than Lance's strongest Pokemon in the original game. The like, Hedonia is back streaming. I can never catch streams. This is, like, the thing that I'm very sad about, because, like, everyone I know streams in the middle of the night. I wake up every day. I'm like Sisyphus or something like that. I wake up every day and I'm just, like, doomed to experience abject disappointment, because I just have loads of emails from Twitch saying Fury streamed and Hedonia streamed and, you know, all of this kind of stuff. And it's just sad, you know. But I have been, like, able to kind of take a look at some of his VODs on YouTube as well. And, like, he did, like, a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Crystal. And then today, I think I saw the most recent video that he uploaded. Well, look, here we go. The most recent video that he uploaded was that he was in Kanto. And I was like, holy shit, like, in 1 month, this guy is up to the same point in Pokemon Crystal as I am in Crystal Legacy, and I've been freaking recording, like, Let's Playing this shit since... when did I start this? Probably, like, summer last year. Like, I have no idea. I should probably look at that. Is this the captain's quarters yet? Do I have to fight the captain? I don't, do I? I just have to stop him fiddling with the granddaughter. Yeah, here we go. Play with me, please. I'm bored. I want to play more. Will you play with me? Oh. Grandpa's worried about me. Yeah, he's looking all over for you in his bedroom. Nowhere else. Here I am. I was playing with the captain and this guy. Harry wasn't. I heard you went to save my granddaughter. I want to thank you for that. I know I'd like you to have this. And we got a metal coat. So if we had a Scyther or an Onyx, then we could get a Steelix. I don't really feel like having a Steelix. Didn't I have a Steelix in Pokemon Sword and Shield? I did. Wasn't Steelix my snake in the Zodiac Age? Steelix was my snake in the Zodiac Age run or whatever. Kingpin. How could I forget Kingpin? So yeah, not that I was resentful or anything, but it kind of like brought it home that, look, this is this thing that you've been enjoying. Crystal Legacy is something that I've enjoyed so much so far already, and you're not doing it. Find a way to do it. Stop just being annoyed by... Yeah, I came from Johto. Yeah, well, they're rare here because you don't have them. I was like, find a way to do this, right? Just make it happen. If you enjoy it so much, then make it happen, right? Instead of just, being... Okay. Instead of just being annoyed at yourself for not doing it, you know? Anyway, thanks for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal Legacy, The Return. I guess in the next part we're gonna... Well, do you know what I should do first? In between videos, I'm going to, like, level up my Pokemon so they're all, like, level 55 or something like that, because I presume the gym leaders here are going to have Pokemon that level, at least, anyway. So, what I will say as well is that you won't see another video for, like, another week, okay? Well, no, you will. You will. Scratch that. Forget I said it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.